everyone, Emily Potts again here, and I'm excited to share the second of our 5-part marketing video series. So in this video, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite marketing strategies. It is one that has absolutely made a huge impact in my business. Today, I am going to talk to you about cooperative marketing. Cooperative marketing is a strategy in which two business owners work together for the mutual benefit of both businesses. It is a really elegant way to reach a wider audience, and when it's done properly, both businesses experience significantly better results than if they had tried to market alone. The first thing you need to do when developing a cooperative marketing strategy is to decide who you're going to market with. You want to make sure that you're going to team up with a business that attracts the same kinds of clients that you want to bring into your business. So for example, here you can see one of my displays. I have it in a local hospital and a maternity ward because I want to attract new families to my portrait photography business. In addition to teaming up with a hospital, I could also partner with an OBGYN, with a baby boutique or fertility center. I might even work with a florist or a cake decorator. All of these kinds of businesses are going to attract mothers of young children. I would personally also look for higher end partners because the clients that I want to attract are well educated and affluent. I would not look to partner with maybe something like a gardening center or a sporting equipment store because while they certainly do have some well-educated, affluent new moms as customers, they're not going to have such a high concentration of them as the other businesses I talked about. After you decide who you want to partner with, the next thing you'll need to think about is what type of cooperative marketing you're going to want to do with them. I really recommend kind of having this thought out before you approach the other business owner. Now, of course, once you develop a relationship with that person, then you might create other cooperative marketing strategies together. But in the very beginning, you're going to want to know how you're going to want this relationship to work before you make that approach. So there are a lot of different ways you can co-market businesses. You can hold coordinated promotions, you can hold giveaways together, do guest blog posts, displays, printed materials. There's a ton of different ways you can do it. The type of marketing that you choose is largely going to be based on the kind of business you have. For example, a blogger may not find displays or printed materials very helpful. That's not something that's going to work well for their business. But doing guest blog posting and doing giveaways might work really well. On the flip side, a nail salon might not find a lot of benefit from guest blogging, but holding a coordinated Mother's Day promotion with a hair salon could be really awesome for both of them. So the most important thing to remember, though, is that the relationship has to be mutually beneficial. It's going to be really hard to convince another business owner that they want to partner with you if they can't see why it would help their business too, and they can't see that really easily. Let's look at a couple of examples so you can really see how this is done. I'm going to start with a card that I use in my own business. I photograph not only newborns, but also children, families, and high school seniors, so I have several different target audiences. For children's sessions, there is a pediatric dentist in town that I knew I wanted to partner with. I approached them with an offer to give them complimentary headshots of all of their staff for their website and to give them cards to pass out to their patients. So you're looking at the front of the card here. The cards were $50 gift certificates to my studio. I worded them, however, in a way that positioned these cards as a gift from the dentist. So again, it's beneficial to that dentist. It's looking like value added. Here is the back of the card. So you can see how it reads as if it is a gift from the dentist. It makes them appear to be giving something of extra value or a bonus to their patients. This is beneficial to them in addition to the headshots, which were valued at $125 each. When they have a staff of almost 20, you can see right away I'm starting off with an impressive offer. In exchange, what I was wanting was to be able to have a display of portraits in their office. I offered to decorate their office with custom canvas portrait art, and to make it even better, I told them to put me in touch with their 8 best patients to display on their walls. I let them know that when we were done with the display, these patients would receive their canvases at no charge. So you can see that I'm layering the different types of value for them. I'm giving them the headshots. I'm giving them these free gift certificates to give to their patients. I'm giving them beautiful custom portrait art for their office. Even though these things are beneficial for me, they're also going to benefit them. Now, this office sees over 50 children per day. So the benefit to me is getting that great exposure to my art hanging on their walls and these potential clients that are coming in with the gift certificates. It is win-win all the way. In another example, a florist might partner up with a jewelry store. So they could do something like offer to provide a complimentary bouquet for every guy who is about to pop the question. Now, obviously, the florist can decide, what level of bouquet they're going to be giving away. They might not do $100 floral arrangements, but they might do something small that this groom-to-be can have. So when the jeweler sells an engagement ring, he's going to give the groom-to-be a card that gives him this free arrangement when he gets in touch with the florist within 7 days of buying the ring. The really big benefit for the florist is that it puts them in touch with the couple way before they start other wedding plans. So they have a big jump on any other florist that this couple might consider for their wedding. If the florist is smart, she's going to go ahead and collect all of that contact information from the bride and groom so she can reach out right away and get in touch with them and start that relationship. In exchange, she might carry cards for the jeweler, so when somebody comes in to order Mother's Day flowers or a birthday arrangement, they get a small gift certificate over to this jeweler. She could also offer to do things like provide, floral arrangements for them on a regular basis. And there's a ton of different ways that these guys can work together to benefit each other. So again, it's a win-win when it's done right. And for that matter, it's really win-win-win because the client is also benefiting. They're walking away with added value, which is always ideal. Now, you might be thinking that all of this sounds great, but you're really wondering how you're ever going to get your foot in the door. We all know that the person answering the phone is a virtual gatekeeper. So have you ever had a credit card processing company call and try to convince you to use their merchant services? You are hanging up before they get to sentence number 2. It is incredibly important to get to show the other business owner the value they are going to receive in this relationship at the beginning. So you need to present that before they hang up. You have to lead the approach with what you can do for them, and you have to give to them before you begin to receive. That being said, I have a secret trick that I have used over and over again, and it has worked for me every single time. I have coined it my no-fail cookie approach, and it's amazingly simple and unbelievably effective at getting me in the door. I call whoever I want to partner with. So let's say that I'm a professional organizer and I want to work with a real estate office. The person I need to say yes for this cooperative marketing agreement is going to be the broker. I know, though, that when I call the office, I am not going to be talking to the broker. I am going to have to talk to the receptionist first. And she has been trained to tell me to go away. She's keeping sales calls out. The big trick I have learned is to say this line. So I say, "Hi, I have a great program that I know would be perfect for your broker. I know she is incredibly busy, so I won't even bother with trying to talk to her right now. Would it be okay if I come by with a cookie platter for the office and a little bit of info for her?" I have yet to have a receptionist say no to free cookies. So once I'm there, let's say I tell them that I'll be there the next day or the day after, I'm going to drop off the cookies and I'll chat with the receptionist for a little bit. How's the weather? Are you guys been busy? And then I'm going to say, here's that info I have for your broker. So I'm going to hand her a packet of information about cooperative marketing programs with that broker. I tell her I would love to meet with the broker about this. Does she have time this week for me to come in, or would sometime next week be better? Now you'll notice that phrasing my request this way doesn't give the receptionist an easy no for my request, in the same way as saying, hey, I'd really like to meet with the broker. Can I set up a meeting? That's a much easier out versus asking her this week or next week. So I've given her the choice between two equally agreeable options for me, a meeting sooner or a meeting later. Invariably, I get the meeting. I lead then the whole pitch during the meeting with what I can do for the other party. And only one time out of all of the times that I've managed to have these meetings has my request for cooperative marketing relationship been rejected. Now, I know if you run an online business or if you're wanting to pitch to a baker, bringing cookies might not work for you. You'll have to think of another option of what you can offer that is equally appealing to the gatekeeper. The main idea, however, stays exactly the same. Give the gift and ask for a meeting, whether it's going to be in person or over the phone. Creating these kinds of relationships has been key for my business. I can say that I frequently meet new people at a party or somewhere else like that, and they'll tell me that they saw my photos at the hospital, at the OBGYNs, at the dentist, or the pediatricians. Altogether, I have my images displayed in 6 of 9 major medical offices in my town of 30,000 people. I'm the only photographer who has artwork displayed in the hospital, and that only covers the medical community. That is a pretty powerful presence, and it has all been built around using this method. Okay, so I want to circle back one more time because it is so incredibly important, and I just want to remind you that the most important part of building this relationship is leading the whole conversation with what you can do for them. I always like to tell my coaching clients to make the relationship so irresistible that it would actually be painful for the other business owner to say no to doing business with you. Okay, so this is only part 2 of this 5-video series. So make sure to be on the lookout for video number 3. In that one, I'm going to teach you the system I use to tap into my greatest marketing asset, my client base, my current clients. I'm going to teach you how to leverage those relationships to bring in more highly qualified clients who are ready to buy from you. So I hope all of you found this video really helpful, and I'm going to ask you to do me a little favor, pretty please. I want to know more about you and how these videos are helping your business. Your feedback enables me to make sure I am sharing what's most helpful for all of you. So if you'd send me an email, I would appreciate it so much. Just let me know if this video was helpful for you and how you think you can use it in your business. And then of course, if you have ideas on how I can make this video training better, please send me an email with that information too. I know your time is super valuable, and I always want to make sure that I'm delivering useful, actionable information to your inbox. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.